Alrighty, and the runners are off. So, what the runners are frantically trying to do right now is they are trying to piece together how they would like to tackle this board. The goal is obviously to get 3 bingos in any which way you like, any columns, rows, or diagonals. So it's best to look for either an early finish or a route that has an insane amount of synergy. Both ideas being very viable, depending on the board. From the looks of this board, I see a few snow seaside squares, but it doesn't look like a lock. This isn't a lock, however, there is a 26 metro square as well, which can kind of be considered snow and seaside since you're going past the any percent quota of Metro Kingdom, which is 20 moons. So that will be a little bit frustrating. So while it's not a lock, it might as well be. Whose audio is running right now? Okay, Somedas's audio is going. Okay. Alright, so yeah, like I said, both runners are basically frantically trying to figure out what they're trying to do while completing Cap Kingdom in the best way they can. I also see 24 Metro, so this doesn't look like early finish potential. The earliest they can finish is very late in Metro. So I have a feeling the runners are going to be looking at probably the Barrier Moon synergy here. There's both 1 Barrier Moon and 2 Barrier Moons in snow that they can work with. And I think that's going to line up pretty nicely with both the 14 Lake and the 16 Lost Goal, with the 2 moons from keys, as both of those kingdoms each have a key. And 3 checkpoints from Lake. Actually, row 2 is looking very solid right now. I would definitely do row 2. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go turn off something. Yeah, BP never has audio. That is very true. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I had to turn off the dehumidifier in the basement. Is my apologies. A little bit scatterbrained since I just got home from work, but it's all good. We're commentating triple bingo, so it's fun times. So, BP entering Cascade Kingdom a little bit earlier than Somedas. That's not really going to matter much because, as we all know, Kingdom progression in bingo usually doesn't matter unless if we know that they are doing the same route. And it's too early to tell, to be honest. So anyways, back to looking at this board. Honestly, I really do like row 2. Row 2 is very solid. And C1 isn't bad either. 2 stickers is easy. 50 regional sand is doable, especially when combined with some sub-areas and potentially Jaxi stands? Maybe. Yeah, there's definitely a good bit of synergy to work with on this board. The diagonal's not bad either, the TLBR diagonal. Actually, no, I take that back. Plant 1 seed in Lake. While it can work with your planting 4 seeds, that's not really a synergy that you want to look for, because planting the Lake seed is horrifically slow, as we know. So, I'm currently looking at something like, row 2, C1, and I gotta find another row. Maybe row 1? Row 1 doesn't look too bad. The 26 Metro is a little bit frustrating, though. Yeah, that's actually tough. There's not really another line that works really well here. I guess you could do the 7 8-bits with row 3. It's not the greatest, as 8-bits are generally slow, and there isn't a lot of synergy for it on this board, which is unfortunate. But yeah, the runners finishing up Madame Brood right now, ideally they should have their route while they're collecting this multi-moon, or by the time this cutscene ends with them collecting the multi-moon, that is ideally when the runners should have their route. That isn't always the case, and there is still time to figure it out. Mainly, you want to try to not leave Cascade if you know that you need something. But obviously, if you don't know that, a revisit could potentially still work for you. And I could see it still potentially being okay, since there is the 14 Lake goal. Worst case scenario, they could be like, oh, I'm just going back to Cascade because Lake Art synergy. Ooh, okay, BP having an unfortunate bonk. It looks like he generally... It looks like he's trying to get out of Cascade quickly, because he immediately went for a top the high cliff. Yep. As you do. Somedas actually attempting to chest clip. But he also did grab a treasure chest. There is 5 treasure chests on the board. In terms of tracking goals, our trackers will take hand in that. Our lovely trackers, both Marble Runner and Dre33. Please go follow them. Tracking is a ridiculous job for Triple Bingo. There is a lot to keep track of. It gets a little bit easier once we know what the routes are, but at the moment we do not. So tracking is one heck of a job. So kudos to both of them. C2 row 4 BLTR. I mean, I kind of see what you're going for, but... I mean, the synergy's there, I'll give you that much. It's not awful. Yeah, the synergy actually is there, to be honest. It's not bad, per se. Like, you're getting good sub-area synergy, and you're working, you know, into Metro as well. The 26 Wooded's kind of frustrating, but I guess there isn't too much to do there. That's actually not a bad route. I could definitely see that potentially being what they go for. The 24 and the 26 Metro, like I said, are usually goals that are usually avoided because it's like, why would you get more moons in Metro when you can just go to Snow or Seaside? But in this particular case, I could see it working out since there is the potential sub-area synergy here. So they could definitely make that work with a 26 Metro route. BP has a slight advantage here in terms of Kingdom progression. Arriving in Sand a little bit earlier than Somedas. It looks like BP's collecting some regionals, potentially going for the 50. I mean, I would think he's going for the 50. He already collected all the town regionals. Somedas looks like he is doing the same exact thing. Getting the bird along the way. Very smart. It does cycle up as you're collecting the regionals, which is nice. Yeah, and like I said, both runners are just collecting regionals. Nothing else to it. BP going for Dram. Let's see if he gets it. It was a little early. Little early, BP. But that's not going to be a major time loss, because, you know, he could just get a different name. Going for these regionals. Not exactly my first choice for regionals in Sand Kingdom, but, yeah, sure. Why not? SpeedGaming Espanol rating with a party of 19 viewers. Welcome to the Mario Odyssey Triple Bingo Tournament semifinals. If you're unaware of what Triple Bingo is, the runners are basically trying to get 3 lines on this glorious bingo board, and basically in order to do that, they just have to do the objectives that the square says. So, you're generally going to be looking for routes that synergize, or potentially early finish, but that doesn't really apply on this particular board. BP grabbing some 8-bits. I don't think he grabbed any 8-bits in Cascade, so this might be a late decision. If he's going to Seaside, I don't think it'll be a problem, but if he's going all the way to, if he's going to Snow instead, that could potentially be a problem, because the only 8-bit in Snow is the outfit door, which I guess he could do, but we all know what the outfit door is like. It's not very good. Somedas, I think, called Jaxi from a few stands, and that's an IP clip. Alright, very clean IP clip from Somedas. Second try. I'm trying to think why he would want to go into the pyramid besides for the 8-bit. The 8-bit is pretty much the only thing that I would see either runner entering the pyramid in on this board. So, with that in mind, it could be that Somedas just needs to get this 8-bit and get out, so... We'll see what happens with that. BP having a little bit of trouble clinging Cappy onto that sign. I can definitely relate to that. But yeah, Somedas grabbing the 8-bit moon. I don't know how many 8-bits Somedas grabbed in Cascade. I think he grabbed behind the waterfall and then left. So he is 3 8-bits right now. But, you know, as we mentioned, I'm not worrying about what they're grabbing too much. I'm obviously trying to pay attention as best I can. But the trackers are taking care of that, so not that big of a deal if I miss something. Because we have trackers, thank God. Anyways. Somedas finishing up calling his Jaxi stands. I believe that was his 3rd one, so his 4th one is likely going to be the Northern Reaches checkpoint. Or the Northern Reaches stand. Yeah, there is 8-bit synergy on this board with both 3 and 7. So we could potentially be seeing only the 3, or maybe both the 3 and the 7. The 7's kind of in a weird spot, because you generally wouldn't want to do both sub-areas and 8-bits. I would personally only commit to 1, because they don't really synergize with each other. So row 3's kind of a weird row for that reason. Alright. Somedas marking Call Jaxi from 4 stands. Hasn't happened quite yet, but that's just because of stream delay. BP actually planting some seeds. He's likely taking this one, throwing it all the way over to where the plaza is, and then he's going to plant both of the seeds, and maybe even do Clock Manip to get moons out of this. For those of you that are not aware, you can, in fact, advance your switch clock by an hour and make the seeds grow immediately. And that is exactly what BP is doing, probably. Yep, here it is. Having a little bit of trouble with the menuing, but he did, in fact, clock Manip, so it's fine. Somedas also going to be finishing up sand here in a sec. Getting his remaining sub-areas. Oh wait, no, he already went to Moai. Wait, what are his last few moons gonna be? Oh, okay, he's going to Oasis. It's a bit of a weird decision. I feel like it would have made a little bit more sense to hit Oasis earlier with Jaxi, but to each their own. Wait, he's not going to Oasis? Did he already go to Oasis? I guess he's just ignoring Oasis. And I have zero idea why. Anyways, he's grabbing some more purples. He potentially messed up his purple routing here. Assuming he's going for the 50. He's probably scrambling for some of the purples right now. BP will be leaving sand, interestingly enough. So BP will be moving ahead here a little bit. It's pretty much confirmed that BP... Or wait, no, BP's purple. Sorry, that's my bad. BP is purple and Somedas is purple. Somedas is definitely going for C2. BP, it's still a mystery what he's going for. I think we could potentially see the top right triangle. C1, row 1, and the LTR. It's not particularly bad. And I know that BP really likes routing 26 woodeds. So, like, I know he's really good at that goal, so he could potentially be going for that just because he's comfortable with it. Having a little bit of trouble with lake movement here. Nice spin throw there to collect those 4 regionals on top of the platform. We might see lake clip. The thing is, there's only 5 chests on this board, so there isn't really too much of a reason to go for it. But I guess BP's going for it. Alrighty then. Well, he got it incredibly quickly, so... Oh, okay. He's doing APC route for this. This is cool. He's doing some out-of-bounds movement to get some purples. Happy not quite cooperating with BP here. A little bit scuffed. But he is collecting these. So he's probably going for the 35 then. Might not be going for the 14 lake at all then. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if he's only going for the minimum amount of moons to leave lake plus the 35 purples, I could see why he did that. Though he is fighting Rango. Which, I mean, is fine. Rango's fast. So, definitely something to note. Yeah, I think I know what BP's going for at this point. I think BP's going for C1, C3, and row 1. And the reason why I think this is he's not gunning 8-bits, but he's still collecting them. And he hasn't collected any costumes yet, but he also hasn't, like, reached a point where he would really need to be concerned about it. 2 stickers is also incredibly easy, and he can buy 4, sets with coins. Oh. Bit of a webcam issue on BP's end. I mean, as long as he's local recording, he's fine. All good. Yeah, that was short. It looks like he just got the music note moon. Are there music notes on this board? Did I, like, miss that? No, he just got it because I guess he thought it would be fast enough for a 14 lake route, assuming that's what he's doing. He could be doing row 2, actually. Yeah, okay. Row 2 might be something that we could see BP going for instead. Though, honestly, the, row 1, C3, C1 isn't that bad the more I look at it. It does have a lot of synergy. With the only real goal being kind of a pain is the 8 costume sets. BP and Jump Grab, Cling and Climb. That save, BP, what the heck? That was a really impressive save on BP's end. And even doing a Shireen bounce. You mad lad. What the heck was that Jump Grab, Cling and Climb, dude? That was close. Kudos for BP saving that. He did a wall MCCT against the frickin' wall. And somehow didn't get Cappy caught on the fuzzies. Absolutely insane. Somedas getting some checkpoints in the lake. It looks like they're still pretty even because, you know, BP doesn't have much left to do in the lake, but he is going to have to do this sub-area, which is a little bit slow. Because this is one of 2 areas where he can get a key without doing any without getting world peace in any kingdoms. So the 2 moons from keys does kind of limit what you can do to get them. if you're not going for Peace and Kingdoms. So, that in mind, Somedas grabbing yet another 8-bit. So Somedas is definitely going for 7. 100% going for 7. So, Somedas, yeah, both of these routes are radically different. We got Somedas going for C2 in row 3, and then we have BP going for what I assume to be C1, C3 in row 2. I don't know what Somedas' third line is yet. Somedas also entering the infamous jump, grab, cling, and climb sub-area. It's infamous because that happens. Why do I even open my mouth, guys? I'm sorry. BP finishing up his regionals here. He only has 4 left. I guess he's ending in the plaza for this? Yeah, okay. That works. Luckily, Somedas did only take 1 death here, so it wasn't the most painful death. Wait, Somedas did grab 3 CPs in the lake. So, could we also be seeing row 2 from Somedas? It's possible? No. Okay, never mind, it's not possible. Because if we were gonna see row 2 from Somedas, he would've went straight to the zipper room. Instead, he's just getting 2 random moons. To get his 14 lake. So I guess his third line is BLTR? Well, it has to be BLTR or C4. Both not great, to be honest. I don't exactly love BLTR because of the extra time he's going to spend in Metro. And I also don't like C4 because it has 6 GP Seaside and 8 costume sets. Both not exactly being ideal contenders for, you know, something you should be collecting. Yeah, BP's just going straight into Wooded. Nailing some regionals. Wait, why is he collecting regionals? The sticker? I guess for the sticker. Very clean nut clip movement from BP. Likely doing this just because it's any percent, and, well, he's comfortable with it, and it's fast. So why would you not? Why would you not? As I said, he's definitely not going for 7, because if he was going for 7, he'd be gunning for them a lot more right now. So, we're definitely going to see the 3, but not the 7. Actually, will we even see the 3? Huh. Maybe BP's not going for C3? I guess I don't know what BP's third line is. It could be C3 or row 1. I just don't quite know yet. C1, row 1, row 2? I guess. It's a lot of moons. It's my only problem with it. I guess you're still collecting a lot of moons either way because you did row 2. But, at the same time, I mean, it does work well with the sub-areas. Assuming he's getting sub-areas. And he's not going for 26 Wooded. Because he hasn't collected nearly enough moons to justify him doing that. He's getting regionals. I'm trying to figure out why he's getting regionals here. Like, he hasn't collected too many. So I guess it's just for the sticker. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. marble. That was the route I thought he was doing. But he could still be doing row 1, to be honest. I could still see row 1 here. Somedas, also in Wooded Kingdom. Working his way around. I think he's doing mostly any percent right now. Which probably means Somedas is probably doing C4. Because I would have expected him to collect more moons at this point if he's going for the 26. Which is a bit of a hefty goal. He's probably doing Lost 8-bit either way, if you really think about it, because he will need 16 moons in Lost, and that is one of the faster moons in Lost Kingdom. So, I would expect him to still do Lost 8-bit for a 16 loss. Yeah, BP with some very clean movement. I just have to open my mouth, dude. Just have to open my mouth. I'm like, he's doing the Shireen bounce, he's climbing super quickly, and then it just gets completely ruined, dude. I'm sorry. That is commentator's curse, if anything. BP going for the Moon Shard rocket. Interesting. So he's doing this sub-area probably because he needs sub-areas, and this is a relatively quick sub-area. A little bit questionable why he's not just waiting to plow a bunch of them in Metro. I think he only did Moai and Bullet Bill Maze and Sand, and he did Jump Grab, Cling and Climb, and Zipper Room in Lake, so that puts him at 8. Now, realistically, he could just, you know, do 10 in Metro and call it a day, but maybe, just maybe, he's thinking, maybe that's not the play, and maybe I get some wooded sub-areas as well. Exactly, it's like, he's having a very clean movement, and then he just bonks. Like, that Shireen bounce climb was so clean, and then it just gets completely ruined because I opened my frickin' mouth. Somedas collecting regionals for the sticker, I presume? Wait. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was like, wait, is Somedas going for the 2 stickers? Yeah, he is. It's a Mura 3. So BP, again, leaving Wooded Kingdom a little bit faster than Somedas, but at the same time, it's still a very close race. We're not entirely sure who's in the lead here. Cause BP's gonna have to do a bit more in Lost than Somedas, it looks like. Somedas looks like he has a clean any percent Lost ahead of him, which is gonna be very nice. Oh wait, maybe not. But Somedas didn't get the other key, though. That's what's confusing me. Okay, I guess Somedas is going for 26 wooden, and he's just opting to get a lot of the moons later? Huh. Alrighty then. Well, if that's true, then I think BP's fine then. Because Somedas won't be leaving this kingdom for a bit more. Somedas doing elevator escalation. Not exactly a fast sub-area, but it's not the worst one in Wooded, so... I mean, you know, it's kind of like that middle-of-the-road sub-area. Moonshard's Rocket and Pipeway obviously being better. This one trailing behind a little bit, and then Flower Road being in dead last. You pretty much should never do Flower Road, unless if you're trying to get 4 sub-area moons and Wooded without fighting Spear, because it's the only other one available. So, BP finishing up Cloud, and it definitely is looking like Somedas is doing this 26 Wooded. That is concerning, because even though BP has a bit to do in Lost, Lost is faster than Wooded, 100% of the time. So, not ideal. Not ideal at all. BP taking a meme tree death. You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see that. There's just a little bit of fumbling going on between both of these runners. And understandably so. In Bingo, you are pretty much improvising all of your movement and trying to think about what you're doing constantly. So, it's understandable that, you know, these mistakes happen. Because it's not like any percent where you can just go on autopilot and expect to nail every trick. BP pulling out some KFR strats to climb the wall. Why? Why would you risk that? I mean, he got it, which is cool, but, like, again, why? Anyways. Somedas going to be finishing up his 26 Wooded shortly. BP taking a death before getting to the 8-bit section and lost. It looks like he's just going to skip it at this point. Which I guess pretty much confirms that he is going for C3. Granted, he would have definitely went for that if he didn't die. Because it is a fast move. 100%. No, but, like, why would you even risk it? Because if you miss it, you're likely not going to be able to climb the wall in time. Which is a huge time loss. That's why I was like, why would you risk something like that? Something that saves not even a second. Maybe a second. It probably saves a second. I don't know how much time KFR strats save. But... Somedas? What are you doing? What are you doing, Somedas? No. Oh, no. That is not good for Somedas. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I think he was trying to get to fire in the cave. I'm assuming that's what he was trying to do. But that hurts a lot, because now he's gonna have to climb his way out of Deep Woods. This is looking like BP's game to take. 100%. A mistake like that is very costly. Somedas isn't completely out. BP can still make a lot of mistakes in Metro and Snow, but it is not looking good for Somedas. Yeah, the screenshots seem to be the thing whenever a player is messing up in this tournament. Spam those capture picks. It's all about the rage. Man, both runners are really having a tough time with some of these tricks. BP failing TNT from the looks of it? Wait, did he fail TNT? Or did he die elsewhere? I think he died elsewhere. No, wait, no, that death was on purpose. Okay, he hasn't done TNT yet. Commentator not quite paying attention to what BP is doing. BP cleanly getting TNT. Very clean setup. .15? Okay. Look, if it was maybe a second, I would maybe see the logic in going for something like that. But now I definitely don't see the logic in going for that. What the? At .15? It only saves .15. Look, I get it, the swag, but, you know, you shouldn't be risking stuff like that. Maybe BP knew that he could risk something like that, seeing that Somedas is going for the 26 wooded, knowing that his route was, in fact, superior to Somedas's, but that's still just wrong. It's still really easy. Just because it's easy doesn't mean you should go for it, though. Look, think of it this way. Strats in this game are all about risk versus reward. The risk of that strat is not worth the reward. Not for something like bingo. When you're constantly going to be, you know, making mistakes anyway. So, there's no point. But then again, at the same time, we also have to think of it in this mindset. BP doesn't know where Somedas is. Well, actually, he does, because Somedas marked 26. Okay, I have no idea why you went there. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking about it. BP's in City Hall. It looks like he has a mostly any percent metro. So BP will be cleaning up here. Mostly any percent with 4 extra moons and some other stuff. He's likely going to be planting 2 more seeds here, which he can use toward his 24 moon count. So BP being very smart with what he is doing in terms of how he is organizing this. Somedas just entering Lost. BP literally a whole Lost Kingdom and almost a whole Night Metro ahead of Somedas. This is rough. Somedas has a lot of ground to catch up on BP here. So, let's pray for a 2-cycle for BP. Pray that one of the worst bosses in this game doesn't screw him over and he loses 30 seconds for no reason. We can only hope, right? Look, there's obviously ways to generally get good at this boss, but there are those wiggler patterns that you just cannot get a good cycle on, so... Luckily, BP did get a good cycle here, so no worries. He got the 2-cycle. All good. You got the bingo roll, and then proceeded to never play bingo ever. For shame. Fun. Yeah, Somedas, as I said, pretty much has an any percent loss. But he's still a little bit of a ways behind BP. And Somedas is going for a 26 metro here. Wait, but that does mean Somedas does finish in metro. Does it matter? No. I don't think it matters at all. The thing is, even though Somedas can finish in metro, it's 26 moons, and BP just has 2 barrier moons in snow. And if you want me to be honest, the 6 extra moons in metro versus the 2 barrier moons is likely similar length in time. Probably a little bit shorter, but it's not going to be enough to potentially save Somedas here. BP is going to have to severely choke for Somedas to have a chance at this point. Accidental Seaside. That is true. Accidental Seaside can still happen. Look, if we ever see an accidental Seaside, I'm legit just going to leave the room. Not even finish commentating the matches. I'm just gonna leave. Because how did that even happen? Yeah, Accidental Seaside is the biggest meme in bingo. Because it's like, yeah, Accidental Snow, fine. You know, it's still entirely your fault, because you can mash B in that cutscene, and it won't force you out of the Kingdom Select, and you'll be able to pick no problem. But accidental C sign? There is no reason that would ever happen. Maybe with Joy-Con drift? Okay, look, first of all, I don't think either of these runners are using Joy-Cons. And second of all, I mean, I guess Pro-Con drift can still happen. But, like, I doubt it. BP doing some very clean Metro routing here. He did a clock manip, which allowed him to come back for his Seed Moon after going into the shop. Very wise decision. Meanwhile, Somedas fighting Mecha Wiggler. Again, BP is tearing through Metro right now. Somedas' only shot here is to just have BP mess up. That's all that can happen. Anyways. BP and bullet building. It is one of the faster sub-areas, so that makes sense. Getting the cycle. Showing off the cool strat. And he might do private room? No, he's going up here. Oh! He's pulling out the BTT strategies, except not really. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, there is a BTT any % Metro route that gets that Seed Moon using, I forget what it is, but it's not the switch clock. It's the, it's like the system clock or something. So, like, there's your system clock, but then there's also another clock that allows you to have another timer going on at the same time. It's literally only BTT viable because, you know, obviously in any % you're not going to be doing clock minute menuing, but... yeah, so it wasn't quite the BTT strat, but he had the routing in mind. Which is very smart, actually. I never considered to use that in Bingo, just because I was, like, never really considering the BTT movement there. But that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, again, BP just cleaning up in Metro. Somedas just getting started, has 20 more moons to go. I don't think Somedas has a shot here. Because BP just has 2 more sub-areas to complete, and then he'll be done with his sub-areas. He'll be done with the Metro goals, collecting his last regional coins in the Dino sub-room, which is incredibly overlooked, by the way. This sub-area is amazing. You get 6 purple coins, and it's only like 7 seconds slower than People Room and Bullet Building, done optimally. So, like, this sub-area is incredibly overlooked. Oh, okay. Chat notifying me that if you never connect to the internet, that's how it updates your clock. You have to be in airplane mode to get the secondary clock. Okay. Thank you, chat. Commentator had no idea what he was talking about with the BTT strat. Just saw Grady's video, and, pasted off of that. I forgot what the name of the thing was. Because it's like a completely separate clock to the system clock. Yeah, Somedas doing some any %, but I'm pretty sure it's too late. Because BP will be entering snow. And all he needs to do is just get 2 barrier moons. But Somedas is not far behind, mind you. He's gonna get his last 8-bit in private room. He's going to be, completing his last couple sub-areas here. finishing up the 26 Metro. Also getting the Bullet Bill cycle. Very nice, very clean. There's the Snow Kingdom. No accidental seasides. Even though there's literally no way that that can even happen. So yeah, all BP needs to do to finish up here is just get his 2 barrier moons. He is on a mid-47 pace, I'm pretty sure. Because barrier moons do have the cutscenes associated with them, which doesn't exactly make them really that fast. So his first one likely being the Goomba Room. Oh, never mind, he's going for this one first. Are we going to see the strat? Are we going to see the Typhoon jump? The Blowy Joey jump? We are. Very nice. Let's see if he gets it. There it is. Up throwing to ensure Cappy doesn't collide with a Spiny. Very smart play. Incredibly smart play. Because those Spinies can be a real hassle sometimes. Alright, never mind. BP looks like he is on 40... High 46, low 47 pace. Are you good on sub areas? I'm pretty sure you are. And BP will finish up here, taking game 1. It was close, though. Somedas is not far behind BP. He only needs 6 moons left, so this was still a really close race. Somedas still going to sub 50 more than likely. So he only needs to get 6 more moons. And that is a +1 for BP. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. So Somedas will be finishing up here shortly. Just needs to get his last few sub-area moons and his last few moons in Metro. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty certain BP has the sub-areas, because he did both Moai and Bullet Bill and Sand. He did both Pipeway and Moonshard Rocket and Wooded. Wait, did he do Pipeway? No, BP didn't do Pipeway, somebody else did. He got both of the ones in Lake, and then BP did 8 moons from sub-areas in Metro. I believe he did, what did he do? Bolt Building, People Room, Dino, Rotating Maze? Or maybe he did do Pipeway. I think he did do Pipeway. And Somedas is done, finishing with a 49-15. Very nice time. Oh, I didn't actually... Oh, wait. I apologize. Sorry, that's my bad. I didn't realize that that was going to mark BP as the winner. He hasn't won quite yet. He still has one more match, guys. Alright, so we'll be starting round 2 shortly. Yes, this is a best of 3. So BP needs to win one more game. I mean, it was still pretty close, Somedas. I think both of your routes were pretty good. Though, I think if you were gonna go for this type of finish, I think row 4 would have been a little bit better than row 3. I don't think it was a substantial difference, but I think going for the 7-8 bits kinda killed you. The synergy was there, but the problem is the 7-8 bits and 18 moons from sub-areas literally don't synergize at all, so doing both of those is kind of a headache in terms of routing your kingdoms. I mean, I thought you were just doing chest clip. Both runners made their fair share of mistakes, 100%, but both still showing pretty clean outings. Both sub-50 runs, with very, very different routes. Very impressive for both runners. And we should get round 2 started shortly. So how is your Friday, chat? I guess for some of you it's probably Saturday already. But how is your Friday/Saturday? Working on homework? Yeah. Could have ratted Wake better. I mean, true. I saw that you did the APC purple stuff with Wake, which definitely made sense. I think the regional routing was just slightly off, but besides that, it was a pretty good route. Oh my god, that setup for the Luigi art? What the heck was that, Somedas? I've never seen that before. That was sick. Dude, I've never seen that setup before. BP only had 1 death and lost, I'm pretty sure. Or was it 2? Might have been 2. Is it useless, though? Okay, look, here's the thing. The Snow and Seaside arts are weird, because obviously they're at the very end of the run. If you're panicking and you don't have enough coins for something, they could potentially come in clutch. I think they're still nice to know. Both of the deaths and lost were intentional? I know one of them were. But both of them were? You just grabbed the bottom moon but didn't want the 8-bit? Seems a little weird. I would think going for the 8-bit after that would be faster. I thought you just ditched the 8-bit because you didn't need it, and it just made more sense at that point to, you know, get a different moon. Interesting. Called, you are both very focused in Bingo Land. Mistakes are bound to happen. Both runners setting up for round 2. I think BP's showing us some Bound Bowl real quick. Does anyone in chat want to guess what his final time will be in Bound Bowl? I'm gonna guess, well, I don't know how good BP is at Bound Bowl. I'm gonna guess a 52.92. Yeah, that sounds good. This looks pretty good so far. Okay. Never mind, he hit the snow. This is gonna be like a 55 now. Oh no. You hate to see it. The sloppiest Bound Bowl in existence. What is happening? I had too much faith in you. I had way too much faith in him. Oh no. 101.77. No one wins. No one's getting any subs. Man. That's a rip. Yeah, that Bound Bowl sure was something. Somedas looks like he's ready to go. BP's just clowning around over here doing Bound Bowl. Alrighty. Second race will be underway shortly. Now, Somedas is at a disadvantage because obviously BP already has a win, but Somedas could tie this up and then we go to a game 3. So we'll just have to wait and see. There wasn't a game 3 yesterday, which was a little bit unfortunate. I was a little sad about that, but maybe we'll see game 3 today. This board was already a little bit chaotic, so I can't really ask for a more chaotic board, right? Can I? Can we really ask for a more chaotic board? This board wasn't bad by any means, but it was kinda gross. I think we could get more chaotic than this, to be honest. So the reason why they're setting up DSTA is on the off chance that they have nothing to do in Cascade, and they can go straight to Sand and just do some any percent in the beginning of Sand. I personally don't think this is, like, ideal at all, because it almost never works out in Bingo. But I guess just having it there is nice, just in case. It could potentially matter. Because, yes, clock manipping is allowed in this tournament, but the menuing for it could potentially be time loss. So. That's true. It never hurts since it's at the start of the run. And the runners are going to be off very shortly. There it is. Alright. Let's start taking a look at board number 2. That center square is absolutely amazing. 2 moons from Deep Woods is very good. Very good center square. I actually see a lot of wooded goals on this board. This looks early finish potential. I do see 4 moons from sub-area Seaside in the corner, 6 moons from sub-areas between C1 and row 3, 25 regionals in snow. Okay, so it's not a lock, but it's not as early finish viable as I initially thought. There's also some yucky goals, like 2 moons from Hintart, which will require 2 revisits. So that goal probably is going to be avoided unless if they can early finish. Like, if they can wooded finish, yeah, sure, go for this. It's fine. Because if you're going for wooded finish, everything's off the table. Just do what you need to do to get the wooded finish. Assuming it's a viable one, anyway. It looks like C2 and TLBR work for wooded finish. I do see a third. Okay, this is a wooded finish viable board. If they do C2, C4, and TLBR, this is wooded finish. Now we need to ask ourselves, is the wooded finish worth it? I'm not sure if it's worth it, because the 2 moons from Hintar is a big sidestep, but at the same time, I don't see anything else that seems great here. Yeah, there isn't really... nothing else immediately pops up for something that I'd want to do on this board. So I guess wooded finish it is. Both runners are likely going for it. Now, with this in mind, there are some regionals built in here, which is nice. You got 30 Cascade and 30 Lake. So that's 60 towards the 175. So they'll need to collect 115 extra regionals here. And on top of that, they'll be revisiting Cap for the checkpoint. But I think that's fine, because 175 by wooded can be a little bit sketchy, so getting some fast regionals in Cap will not hurt whatsoever. And then the 2 revisits for the Hintar are obviously going to be Cascade and Sand. They'll likely pick wooded first, so that way they can go back to Sand through the painting, which will be faster. And they are immediately collecting these regionals. Both runners have seen the finish, and they are both likely going for it. So this is a complete contrast to Game 1, where now this is a race, because, well, it was a race anyway, but now it's a known race, because we have confirmation that both runners are doing the same route. Now, the interesting thing about Bingo is even if they're going for the same lines, the way they execute it could vary, which still means routing is still important within the route itself. The World Peace from 3 Kingdoms, they're probably doing Wooded Peace. I can't see them doing Sand Peace here, so it's probably going to be Wooded Peace. Yeah, this is one of those boards where you know immediately, and you can just start hammering at what you need to do. Somedas collecting an extra set underneath where the dino is. Interesting choice. Yeah, so this being an early finish board, both players know exactly what's going on. It's gonna be a matter of execution here, 100%. Knowing exactly what your route is before you even get to Brood is such a good feeling. Because that means you can start really hitting at what you are doing immediately. Yeah, and they're definitely both going to go to Wooded first. There's no reason not to here. The 2 moons from the hint art, by picking Wooded first, they'll be able to use the painting to get back to Sand, to get the Wooded art, go back through, which also counts as a moon, towards that 28 Wooded. Wait, is it 28 or 26? Okay, it's 28. And like I said, their Peace Kingdom, definitely going to be Wooded Kingdom. There's pretty much no other option here. I can't see either runner going for Sand Piece here. In fact, could they just any % sand? They could theoretically just any % sand. What is this board? This is a little too good. Because they can just any % sand pretty much. Yeah, they're both collecting regionals. Oh my goodness. They're both going about it in a very different way, though. I like BP's approach a little bit more, working his way around the outer ring of the kingdom, and then being able to just get to the globe very quickly. Only, like, a minute more than an any % run. Not bad at all. No, yeah, but I don't see a lost finish here. This is literally the only route I would do. This is a little too obvious. Dang, I wanted more chaos. I'm an advocate of chaos, but maybe Somedas will pull through for us and we'll get a game 3 with absolute chaos. Absolute anarchy raining from the sky. No, yeah, what I meant by any % is they're going to be able to collect a lot of the any % moons and work in regionals towards that. With Sand, it's a little less likely to do that, since a lot of the fast regionals are actually in sub-areas. So we could see BP go for a 50 regional Sand route, which is something both him and I actually worked on in a Discord call once, so we could potentially see that from him. It involves going into the Bullet Bill Maze and the Moai subroom, and going through the 8-bit section to get those purples as well. Plus the town regionals and some Jaxie movement, it puts you, like, exactly at 50. I think you're allowed to miss 1, if Cappy decides to be a little bit, you know, feisty. This is a very interesting route so far for BP. He collected most of the town regionals, and he's immediately buying a costume because he needs to do Outfit Door Sand. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So, I think that's what both of the runners are doing. They're immediately collecting all of the town regionals, or most of them, and just going straight towards Outfit Door Sand. Oh, this is intense. As Hardcoast did not play Spirish. Nice. Oh my goodness. But yeah, both of them going for the outfit door. BP also grabbing employees only here. Interesting decision. I'm not really sure if that was worth it, to be honest. Oh, he did the Sea Moon. Okay, that's why. Wait, did he work that in with DSTA, or did he clockman it for it? I think he clockman it for it. There's no way he got DSTA there. That was DSTA? Wait, did he plan it? Did he set his clock back, like, 2 minutes? Oh my god. That's Galaxy Brain. That's literally the most 5-head move. Because BP predicted that he would, you know, be doing enough in sand to potentially realize that he could make the DSTA work. That's kind of insane. BP predicting the future. So, Somedas exiting the Alpha door a little bit before BP, but BP has a bit more moons than Somedas. I have a feeling both of them are going to be doing very similar routes here with this sand. It's going to be mostly any percent with slight deviations just to collect some purples in the way. So the thing is, if they're going for 28 Wooded has a lot of fast regionals, so I could basically see them going for over 60 regionals in Wooded, both of them. It was 150, dude, that's insane. BP literally predicted the future. He was able to maximize the DSTA potential. That's absurd. Yeah, 75 at the most, though. I could see them collecting, like, 67-ish regionals in Wooded, but, the last 20 or so regionals in Wooded are all in sub-areas, or, really out of the way, so... With this in mind, they won't be collecting too many in Wooded, but they'll be collecting enough to make this work. And like I said, they'll go back to Cap, which will allow them to collect some fast regionals in Cap at the checkpoint. BP actually buying Jaxi. Could be because he wants to go towards the Moai and Bullet Bill maze? That is in the 50 route that me and him made, but it's potential that he's just deviating from it slightly and only getting like 30 of the potential coins. Or 40, it would be 40. Yeah, the coins in the sky sub-area are locked behind peace. They could do that sub-area, though. They are getting world peace Wooded on this board. But I wouldn't do that. That sub-area is hilariously bad. And BP is leaving sand just like that. It was mostly any percent. He got like 30-something regionals, and that's it. He's gone. Leaving Somedas a little bit in the dust, not gonna lie. But Somedas not too far behind BP, having a very similar approach to how he's doing the Sand Kingdom. Didn't quite pull it off as well. Had to collect some, more out-of-the-way moons because he didn't get the DSTA or employees only. BP going to Wooded first, exactly as expected. There's no reason why you wouldn't. And both runners are likely going to be finishing in Cap Kingdom. And the reason for this is because they'll know exactly how many regionals they need left, and Cap Kingdom has like 30 really quick regionals, so even if they know that they're like only at like 145, they'll be able to clean up their regional count rather easily. Oh, okay. He got Jaxi to get the hint art faster. Okay, that makes sense actually. That makes a lot of sense actually. Personally, I almost always buy Jaxi and Sand, so that type of logic doesn't really occur to me. Because I always have Jaxi anyway. But, like, in BP's scenario, that was definitely a smart play. BP immediately dropping into Deep Woods, though. Likely doing, Darker Side Deep Woods here. The new darker route, the one with 5. Which cuts out Treasure Trap. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's not great for Somedas. Somedas accidentally going to Lake first. That's not ideal. He's not completely out of it, of course, but that will force him to have to revisit Sam normally, not through the painting. Because now the paintings don't line up for what he's doing. So this will make it more difficult to determine who's in the lead right now, because Somedas obviously going to Lake first, and BP doing Wooded first. Obviously Somedas clicking Lake first was an accident, but it is going to be a little bit interesting to figure out who's actually in the lead. So yeah, both runners making their way through the respective kingdoms. I have a feeling Somedas is going to be going for a bit of a interesting lake route. I have a feeling he's going to be mixing in a lot of the faster moons. He's probably going to work his way towards the plaza last, as you usually do with like an 18 or 20 lake route. Getting the music note moon. Alright. Yeah, BP's just blitzing his way through Wooded. Not a care in the world. Skipping nut around the... nut at the dead end. It's the dead end nut, not the corner nut. I know my moon names. SpeedGaming 4 rating with a party of 39 viewers. Thank you so much. For those that are not aware what is going on, welcome to Super Mario Odyssey Triple Bingo Tournament. This is the semi-finals match. And the goal of Triple Bingo is to get 3 lines with the objectives on the squares. They can basically do anything they want on this board. It's more ideal to look for routes that synergize with each other in terms of the goals that they're doing, and or an early finish. The early finish being anywhere before Snow or Seaside Kingdom. So, let's see. Somedas will be finishing up his 18 Lake shortly, but again, having to go to Sand normally is gonna kind of suck for him. That is going to lose him... actually, I don't know how much time that's gonna lose him. I'm, like, trying to think about it. So obviously going back through the paintings faster, but...
だろひね。Oh, Akami. Oh, be mother of ready. Coolだろひね。Oh, for Akami. Oh, be the mother of ready. Coolだろひね。Oh, for Akami. Oh, be the mother of ready.
Spaghetti, ravioli, mamma mia, panettini, appelli.
window.
Hello, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Yo, you hear us?
Do you
Let's
hear-
go. All right, we're back in business.
Let's
I still don't have access to the commentary stream though because I can't open Discord. Did you DM that
Okay,
to me?
no,
Taylor?
no, I got it. I figured it out. I figured out Twitch's whisper system.
Oh, you're gonna whisper it to me on Twitch?
Yes.
Okay. Holy buckets, dude.
But we followed each other on Twitter because we thought we were gonna Twitter DM it. Do you not see what? Did you open it yet? Did you open the stream? BP, why?
Here it is. All right, I have the link.
You're gonna laugh at what you see on the screen right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I see a frowny face on the board.
Yeah, that made me laugh. Yeah.
I mean, if I were BP, I wouldn't be happy with myself either.
Well, I don't know if it's about the board or if he's just him waiting on all this stuff.
It's about the game 2 mistake.
Okay, do you need any other links or are you good?
Nope, all I need is the commentary stream, assuming you're gonna handle all the other stuff.
Yeah, I usually handle commentator controls.
Yeah, that's fine then. All right, we're in business.
For the most part.
For the most
I mean,
part.
I guess you could still
commentating
try to
on
work
mobile.
out. You could still try to work out Discord on your computer while if you want to at the same time.
I'll try and open it again. What makes me think it's gonna work the 8th time?
I don't know stuff.
It's literally not opening. Wait, are they?
Did we get a countdown? What is happening? Why is Somedas
I
starting?
think I think it's a false start. I think maybe the controller slipped out of his lap. That happened to me once during one of my races, and it fell on the floor and it hit the A button.
BP was in the bathroom and he was still unready. So the person, yeah, so the restreamer did hit start thinking they were both ready, but BP wasn't.
Oh my god, dude. What is going on? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm reading chat. This
Yo,
race
Troy,
is
since
cursed.
you are... Wait, actually. Never mind, I think I could see that.
See what?
Oh, I was gonna reopen the bingo room for myself because I like looking at the actual board.
I don't have that yet. I could get that.
Yeah, okay. So luckily I can still retrieve that, obviously. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Neo, thank you for putting the race room in the Discord just now. That helps. I can message that to him too if you want. Do you want it? I got a bunch of stuff now. Because the race room will probably, the race time GG thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because that'll give you a bunch of info once that stuff gets there.
No, I think I'm good. I got Bingo Sync, I got the commentary stream, and you can handle the comm controls.
Okay.
We're all set. Like I said, I wanted a game 3, but the way it went down is very frustrating.
Yeah, so you're saying BP lost it due to just having to restart his Switch to, reload the file.
Yeah, so he was mashing A and he selected the wrong kingdom.
Yeah. But game 1 was interesting itself, though, was it?
Yeah, game 1 was very interesting.
Okay.
It was a pretty diverse board. Lots of different routes that both of the runners could do. BP opted to go for a snow finish, and Somedas opted for a late metro finish.
Cool.
Cool indeed. I guess for fun, while we're waiting, we can tear apart at the board that we're currently looking at.
Yeah.
So, 8 Sphinx questions, 4 seaside sub areas, like, you know, four moons from seaside sub areas. Excuse me. 4 moons from Hintar, World Peace Metro. Well, it's not a lock, but it's not great. There's definitely several squares that should probably be avoided at all costs. There's World Peace Metro. Where's Carlier, dude? He's like the World Peace Metro guy at this point. I think if I had to do this board, I think it would have to be the bottom right arrow. Row 5, TLBR, C5. Definitely the bottom right arrow. I don't think there's really an option for anything else on this board.
There's no option for World Peace Metro?
I wouldn't do it. And all of the other like routes are really not that good.
I mean, in retrospect, we wouldn't want to find a World Peace Metro board on here, because then Carly would actually be really mad, because it'd be like, the one board that we don't do that people see on stream is the one that they can do Metro.
You'd be pissed.
He would be.
Oh my. Discord on my PC is like not functioning now. Like it's not even opening.
Fun.
I don't understand.
Uninstall it.
Somehow restarting my PC made the situation worse.
Hey, I'm curious. I don't want to do it, but I'm very curious about it. Can the score... This is me being random. The commentator controls can control the scores of this stuff, right?
Right.
What happens if I put one of the scores in the negatives?
Why would they even have that option?
Because there's a -1 button and a +1 button on here, so I could technically keep pressing -1, right?
So what does it do? Does it give you,
I don't know. I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it.
As a moon? You know,
yeah,
because
it represents
a
moon.
In Mario Party where they subtract a star. Star count.
I mean, I can do that. I'll do that much. I can do a -1 to a +1, and you'll see Somedas' moon go away and come back. But I don't want to break the system. So I'm not going to do anything more than that.
Gives you 4B.
Look, I don't want to break anything. I don't want to curse the stream any further. So I did something that I knew would be fine, but the rest I'm not doing. I'm not doing more.
This match is already cursed.
Yeah, my ADHD mind does kind of want to be like, ooh, pretty button, I want to push it, but no, I'm good.
God. Alright, looks like the runners are about to begin. For real this time.
Yes, for real, for real.
No bathroom fake outs. And they are off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at this card.
Yes, our board.
So 20 cap in the center. How do you feel about that, Troy?
That's not that bad actually. I mean,
it's not, but it does immediately potentially force a backtrack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good goal though.
I mean, provided 20 regional coins and cap. Okay.
Yes.
I heard captures instead of cap. Okay, so backtracking to cap is good. We do have 22 unique captures right next to it, though. So there it is.
We do. Yeah, you're right. I see all regional coins in 1 and 2 kingdoms. I'm personally not a fan of all regional coin goals. I think 1 kingdom's fine, but 2, I almost always try to avoid, because it's just too much sometimes, unless if the regional synergy asks for it.
Right, and it's not too bad if you can find those synergies, like with within Lake or Lost Kingdom, like some of the smaller kingdoms, because it's like all the regional coins are so closely put together.
Okay, so this board is all over the place. There's only 3 Snow Seaside squares, but there's some really ugly stuff on this. We got World Peace Sand, 20 moons from sub-areas total, 90 moons total, 30 sand. There's a bunch of odd goals here.
Jump rope hero!
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, let's do it!
26 Metro as well. Oh, this is ugly. I don't like this. There's a lot of really, really ugly goals, and there's no, like, synergy for potentially, you know, making the World Peace stuff worth it. Maybe World Peace Sam with the 30 moons and the 90? I guess row 4 is okay. I don't know. I'm not feeling this board right now.
Yeah. It's tough to find a good route in here.
No, yeah, this is very tough, and it's not even early finish. It's not even early finish. The earliest that they can finish is late Metro, I think.
Maybe. Yeah, hold on. I am looking at column 3. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, C3 and BLTR, or sorry, not BLTR, row 4 are the early finish lines. And then if you also did row 1, that would be your Metro finish, but there's no way that's the play. There's so much stuff going on in that route, and none of it.
I mean,
is
it
good.
does have the synergy of 6 and 8 checkpoints in sand.
This is not the play. This is not the play.
I'm trying to make it work, so.
But that's the point. You don't want to make it work.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
8 Sphinx questions requires Seaside, right?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Funnily enough, I see 1 Warp Painting Moon and 1 Checkpoint Snow, so they could end on Snowdram. That'd be funny.
That'd be fun. That'd be great.
So, yeah,
Ideally,
actually,
though, you would do
going
like
to
lava.
Snow here isn't looking too bad. We could do something like row 2,
Alright, so looking at what the players are thinking, though, we've got BP has gone around and started getting some regionals, and Somedas went out of his way to get the big chain chomp at Cascade. So we've got Somedas looking at the 22 unique capture square, and BP looking at their total I guess he could be doing all regional coins in 1 kingdom. Is there a Cascade specific regional coins thing? No, but there is purchase stuff. Purchase stuff. So there's that. Purchase 5 full costume sets, purchase 4 hats. But 5 full costume sets is more gold coins than purples.
Yeah,
Although you can get some purples as well for the kingdom specific outfits.
Yeah, but those are pretty easy goals if they're going towards D-side, like 5 costumes. It's not an issue whatsoever. So I really do like row 2. I think row 2 is like staple for potentially being a route. The thing is, I'm trying to figure out what else I'd do with it, and I don't see much else that I would do with it.
Okay, so
This is a tough card.
yeah, this is a tough card. I will say that the other early, the other lines that don't have like late finishes on them, there's column 2. Doesn't have a late finish on there.
Yeah, so you'd be picking between C2, C3, row 4, and row 1.
Yes, I believe that's it.
Now, they could do the 90 moon finish and end on Jump Rope Hero. That actually doesn't look awful until you realize that there's 20 moons and suns.
Yeah, that's where it all falls apart.
That literally kills that route.
Yeah,
So,
but it does
and
make 22 unique captures not too bad because you know there's some.
well, they're going to Metro anyway, so that doesn't
True.
matter.
Yeah.
It looks like Somedas might be thinking sub-areas are the play, though, because he's immediately going for sub-areas.
I mean, this one isn't that bad of a sub area though.
No,
Like,
and he could potentially
20 moons.
do-
Yeah, for 20 moons to sub areas, that would mean you would essentially go for every sub area in Cascade, even the slow ones.
This is the board.
So like, they're not going for the slow ones yet. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're thinking that. Okay, BP with the jump here. This isn't the hugely hard jump. It is just like the standard of that hard jump. There's that triple jump thing into that, which is crazy, and I've seen it. I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, this is just that. Just the standard Cappy Vault.
Yeah, so the PP setup that BP uses is very consistent. You basically can't fail if you do that.
Somedas had some fun failing. He kept turning around and fell down with the dinosaur.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know if he died in here or he had to wait for the dinosaur to respawn, which isn't too bad.
I think he died because he has to re-hit all of these turbos. Very unfortunate death.
Yeah, it might have been something like that right there, where he was off of the trampoline, just fell into the abyss.
So both of these players are really shook up right now. So they both each had a game of, like, somewhat misery.
Yeah, so it looks like BP is going for at least all regional coins in one kingdom. He might be going for 2 and not 1. Because 1 is a kind of a weird line set up there. Like, none of the lines connected to one kingdom are good.
I don't know if I'd say that. Like I said, I don't think an early finish is viable. Man, dude, this is boring.
And he just marked it. Okay.
I'm actually looking... You know what? Honestly, the triangle, C1, row 5, and TLBR isn't bad. I could see that being a potential route here. It does have a revisit to Cap, but, I mean, that's a costume set.
And that's going all the way to Seaside because of the H6 questions.
I
You also
mean,
got
you're
6
gonna
ground
have
pound
to-
moons.
Yeah, you
6
have to
ground
then.
pound moons, okay.
But it's 90 moons total, so with the 14 Cascade, that puts you at 84, and then the 6 ground pound moons puts you at 90. Exactly. So it's built into the route.
Okay, so that's potential for
It's
BP's
actually
route.
not terrible.
So that's potential for
It's not
BP's
terrible.
route, but Somedas was thinking completely differently.
Yeah,
Because
so
he did not get any regional coins. All he got was captures and sub areas. So that looks like column 2.
Yeah, I think Somedas might be looking at that 20 sub-areas plus World Peace Sand combo to finish by Jump Rope Hero.
It's still only 1 sub area that he did though.
I know, but he's going to have to do a lot more sub-areas throughout. And this could work out, because by doing World Peace Sand, he will unlock an extra sub-area. The Neighborhood Bypass one. Strange Neighborhood, I think is the official name for it.
Right.
So if that is his plan, that'll put him at 10, and then if he does a few in Lake and Wooded respectively, he honestly could probably make this.
Okay. And Somedas doing the manual DSTA. Obviously, it's not daylight savings time at this point. It's just manually shifting your clock up an hour, but we call it manual DSTA.
Any clock minute just DSTA and Odyssey, let's be real here.
Yeah. Okay, PP concentrating on still getting regionals here. And he does have the need to purchase 4 hats. Hello, connection.
Yeah, that just randomly happens with his webcam.
So yeah, with the triangle that you're talking about, that'd be 5 full costume sets and the half that he'd have to be considering.
Mm-hmm.
So, which
But it
actually
works
are the
well
same thing. That's the same thing. What am I saying? that's
I mean, yeah,
that's essentially synergy right there.
oh yeah, 100%. And 3 timer challenges, not even a challenge. Especially if you're getting the 14-move cascade, you're definitely doing both of those timer challenges. Somedas having a little bit of difficulty in the ruins. Cappy decided to just be like, nah. And I guess he valley dived. Classic valley dives. Okay, well that's just unfortunate all around.
Yeah, sometimes having a lot of trouble with this area.
Giving BP a little bit of time to catch up.
Mm-hmm. But it might not necessarily be a catch-up thing, as BP spent all that time going around getting all the coins. He's been
That's
getting
100% true.
Yeah, all the time that he's been doing all these regionals, like, puts him in a weird situation.
I have a feeling BP's second kingdom for APC is going to be lost. More than likely.
I guess could be cap.
He could do cap. I wouldn't do cap just because you have to enter all those sub-areas.
That is true. That's a fair point. It's not too bad, though. I mean, you're already getting 20.
Yeah, but those 20
if
are
you're doing that
incredibly
triangle.
good. Because you don't have to enter the sub-areas at all. And 20, 15 of those go towards a costume anyway. So there's no reason to get all regional coins in cap.
Okay. What is Somedas thinking here? Why is he in
doing World Peace?
Right now?
He's going to be doing World Peace. Like I said, he has his eyes on the Jumper Up Hero route that we talked about.
Column 2.
Yeah, it's going to be C2, C3, row 4. Which means hell of a lot of sand.
30 moons!
Because
30
he isn't
moons!
leaving for at least another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
At least. He's probably getting the sub-areas here as well. BP is collecting regionals? Is there a regional square for sand on this board?
There's 50 regionals. Oh,
There
and
is.
C5.
Emerald 2.
And yeah.
Interesting. So maybe he's doing row 2 and it could be like row 1, row 2, C4? Oh god, I hope that's not what he's doing. That does not look pretty.
Ultimately, he's making sure to grab checkpoints as well, so that definitely does put either C5 or row 2 into what he's thinking.
No,
both of those have sand checkpoints, so it could be either of those.
I mean, he could be doing it for both of them, for all we know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's what I mean. It could be because he's doing because he's making sure to get those checkpoints. That combined with getting 50 regionals in sand would mean either column 5 or row 2, or both.
Right. So yeah, BP's obviously doing these sub-areas because they're really fast, and they have regionals in them. So,
yeah,
kind of works out as somewhat fast moons, But
Yeah,
he's
there's a
mainly
lot of
doing
regionals in this particular sub-area. Was it, like,
Well, this one
6?
has 4, and the bullet bill maze that he just exited had 6.
Oh, I thought this one had 6. Oh, I'm gonna take it down there.
Somedas going over here for the check. Smart. I mean, he has to. I guess he could go through the painting for it. He actually could have done an interesting painting route. Because, again, he does need 1 warp painting. So he could have went back through sand, not had to come over here. But I guess he had to come over here anyway, so it's not like it matters. But it is an interesting aspect that he could have went through the painting to help towards the sand.
Yeah. Which would have been nice, because that's not, like, that moon is
No, of course.
not always
and it
on
counts
everyone's
towards-
radars, yeah.
Yeah, and it counts towards painting moon, so it would have worked out pretty nicely. I'm a little concerned what BP's planning, because if it's not the triangle, what is it?
It's clearly not the triangle. Like I said, we've established that it looks very much like it's either column 5 or row 2 as one of the lines.
Right, I really hope it's not that.
Along with some other thing going on with all regional coins in one kingdom, because you already marked
He
that.
just marked 3 goals at one time, so
So we have 2 lines.
row 1, row 2 confirmed.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure his 3rd line has to be C4. Nothing else that really works here. Because if he was doing 30 sand, he would have been collecting more moons at this point. Oh man, that's interesting.
And it's certainly not C5 because there's a seaside and a snow goal there. You don't want that.
Somedas actually making pretty quick work of Sand Kingdom right now. He's definitely working his way well into it. He's skipped a few sub-areas, though, which concerns me if he's going for the 20.
With that in mind, I think he actually... C3 might be a possibility. Or was that what we were saying originally? Yeah, it's row 1 for 2, C3. For BP.
The original route with Jump Rope Hero was C2, C3, row 4. Ooh, that's painful death.
Oh, I'm not asking about jump up here. I'm asking what BP is currently doing,
Oh,
potentially.
BP. I said row 1, row 2, C4. That's really the only thing that makes sense at this point.
Right, because, yeah, he just left sand. He's not going for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and he'll be getting some extra wooded moons, extra metro moons, which will work towards his 90. So
Yeah.
it's not terrible.
Yeah.
And it
C4, I
doesn't
see
have
what you're saying,
some synergy. So it's not the worst.
So yeah, we got Somedas working through world peace, but he's gathering most of his sand moons during night sand, which I have heard of. Like, that is typically what is preferred. Sometimes.
Yeah, it is generally a good idea to collect some of your moons in night sand, because a few moons open up in night sand. Particularly the bullet bill cage by the ruins. And wait, is that it? Is it literally just the bullet bill cage? I think that's the only one that opens up in night sand. I know once you get world peace, a bunch of other stuff opens up, but I think that's the only one specific to night sand.
It does. I do think it works out well though, because you can just do essentially during day do essentially a beeline for the pyramid with some stuff on the way, and then
Right.
and
But
then
this
worry
still
about the
concerns-
rest at night.
Right, but this still concerns me because Somedas, you know, it seems like he needs the sub-areas, and he's not going for them when they would go towards his Sand Moon tape. I guess he's gonna do some in Metro then.
I mean, he's gotten some sand. He's definitely gotten some sand.
Yeah, he did 2 of them.
Sub areas.
Yeah, he did 2 of them. But I feel like optimally you would just do all of them if you're going towards that 20. But then again, with 90 moons total, you know, he might not be at that 90 yet once he gets to Metro, so... Actually, that's probably exactly what he's thinking, because 30 is only 14 extra. And leaving Lost, that's 69, plus the Mecha Wiggler and the moons on your way to Mecha Wiggler, that puts you at 75, and then the jump rope being 76, so... Somedas actually does have a ways to go, so he's probably going to be doing some sub-areas in Metro to make up for not doing a few sub-areas in Sand.
Which is interesting. I mean, a lot of the sub-areas in Metro are considered very fast.
What do you consider early 90 jumper? I mean, technically it is early. Technically, it is the earliest finish.
It is the
optimal?
earliest finish. That's what he means by early. The earliest finish on this.
It is the earliest possible point that, in which you can finish. You beat Mecha Wiggler and you go do jump rope. Would I do it? No. Definitely not. I definitely think going to Snow or Seaside makes a little bit more sense.
Hello, SG2 people.
Oh, that's a big raid.
Yeah, it's a decent size, yeah.
Decent size.
Decent
Alright.
sizes. I mean, I don't know. I don't get many raids to my own stuff, but yeah. I only consider the raids of things I'm commentating. And yeah, 142 is pretty good.
Alrighty, well, for those that are not aware, this is Super Mario Odyssey Triple Bingo. Both of these runners are trying to complete 3 lines on this bingo board, and they are completing objectives that particularly synergize with each other, or, you know, it's an early finish. The normal finish being Snow or Seaside.
Yes, and this is a semi-finals match. The winner of this one will be facing off against Neo, who is in the chat talking a bit, and also one of the people who organized the tournament. So, yeah. Currently, yeah, we've made it to Game 3, as you can see with the one moon on either side. Okay, yeah, we got Somedas working through World Peace in Sand. Just finished it up, actually, by defeating Knuckle Attack, and BP in the Deep Woods of the Wicked Kingdom.
Yep. So BP is several kingdoms ahead, but since Somedas is planning to finish in midday Metro, it could potentially, you know, be close in that aspect.
Yeah.
While BP's going to be finishing early Snow Kingdom, like really early Snow Kingdom, he's literally going to do Snowdram, and that's going to be it. The 20 moons wooded, BP making a pretty smart play here. Going into the deep woods makes a lot of sense here. He doesn't need that
BP with the speed strats. So yes,
standing on top of the vine.
Yes, if you do a ground pound jump on the top of the vine at a specific moment, you will hit that loading zone before the vine does. So you are saving a little bit of time by doing that.
So it looks like Somedas might have marked a goal early. I think he's just gonna get it through the painting when he goes back through the painting in Lake. But he did mark 8 CPs early. Oh, but that means he's going for row 1? Interesting. Okay. That's definitely things up. So now it definitely occurs to me why he hasn't really been prioritizing the sub-areas, because he is going for 26 Metro.
Yeah.
Huh. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. 26 Metro is basically Snow Seaside.
And, okay, he just...
Metro past the any % quota.
And the Cap revisit was just for 20 regional coins and the Paragoomba. He didn't even go into any of the sub areas, which we've talked about are
If he
very good
doesn't
sub
need to.
areas.
I mean, he really doesn't need to. If he's going to Metro, he'll be fine on sub areas.
Yeah.
As in, you know, actually going into Metro, like past jump rope.
Yeah.
Just, you know, wanted to confirm that. So BP making his way well through Wooded. Again, obviously does have a kingdom advantage here, but it doesn't always matter since, you know.
Okay, so I do see, so I do actually see his line of thinking. So it's still an early finish in there. And
But is
with,
it really?
it's still finishing before Snow or Seaside.
But if you were going to Snow, you would literally just do Snowdram and call it a day.
Oh, okay.
That's what
I
Bobby
am backing off from saying it's an early finish. I understand it's not an early finish. I'm saying it's before Snow or Seaside.
But, like, that doesn't matter.
Could you let me finish my explanation I was trying to get to?
Yes.
There's synergy with the 90 moons total because of 30 moons sand, 26 moons metro.
Okay.
So, and 20 moons of sub areas
90.
total. So he's got his route pretty well defined on how he's getting 90 moons.
That's true, but that's also over 90.
Yeah, including any percent moons that you need to get. Well, not any percent, but just moons that you need to get in order to...
Because he's getting the 14 extra in Sand, and then on top of that, he's getting 6 more in Metro. So that puts him at 95.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess is fine. Doing JGCC. Jump, grab, cling, and climb! That's unfortunate.
Is Bonk in there?
JGCCB?
Yeah.
Jump, grab, cling, climb, and bonk.
Yes. Or in your case, a few commentaries back, JJJJ.
Oh my goodness. John.
You won't live that down.
You're right. So, it's Jonk now?
Jonk, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, BP getting 20 moons in Wooded. And fishing it out. So yes, confirming the route that you had found for him being row 1, row 2, C4.
I mean, it was basically his only option once he confirmed he was doing both row 1 and row 2.
Yeah. Oh, he is well past 22 picture captures.
Yeah, sorry. This is not one of those rare scenarios where Seaside plus Snow could be the play. It is not.
Nope.
Those do exist though, scarily enough.
I have not seen a board where it exists, at least not in this tournament.
There was one board in this tournament where I probably would have done it.
Okay.
Because like this board it had like 10 Seaside and then 1 CP Snow.
Yeah, everybody remember, by the way, that the one who is tracking all this stuff is still very active in the chat right now, which is mind-boggling to me, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Marble.
Marble Runner in the chat while tracking these two players. What are you doing?
So BP already well into the Cloud Kingdom Bowser fight. Gonna be finishing up here, and then, as I mentioned, his second APC Kingdom is probably lost. Oh, Somedas having a little bit of trouble. Oh no, not again.
Again with the... You don't even technically need this triple jump to make this jump, but it's nice. Yeah, see, you didn't get the triple jump there, and he'll do just fine.
Some people even side flip there, which is incredibly risky, because not only do you have to turn your control stick back a little bit, which means Mario could potentially fall off the ramp, but that also, you know, leads for more chances for like a valley dive.
So yes, it does look like BP is doing our original coin scheme lost as his other option, because he has already moved around a bunch. Missing Meme Tree triple, but yeah, he went to get the 5 behind the Odyssey.
Oh, but that was an interesting backup. You know, I mean, like, did you see what he did there? He, you know, tried to trip off the tree, failed, but then he cap bounced and then did a cap return, and still did the Meme Tree pretty quickly.
Yeah. Very fast backup.
Oh
my god, Somedas! He recovered and then fell down again!
What is happening?
Aww.
These players are melting at the seams. What is going on?
Okay, and BP missed a cap. Oh, that was very lucky. He but landed on a tree stump, so he did not activate Klepto because of that. But he would have activated Klepto if he just fell, but there was a tree stump there, so he was fine. He's being very risky with Klepto. He's
Yeah,
just like...
getting those coins there is actually really risky, because if you didn't activate the Klepto trigger, there actually is a small chance that Klepto can be activated on that stuff. I've never seen it myself, but it is possible that you can activate Klepto on that stump with the 2 purple coins.
So yeah, BP taking all the risks with his movement. This is some interesting lost movement. Honestly, this lost route is crazy.
It's pretty much just the APC lost route, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, pretty much, yes, but it's still really cool. And the fact that he, like, messed up on a jump and then still survived, and, like, not triggering Klepto, that was the part that was just, like, I mean, honestly, just lucky.
No, yeah, BP showing off that knowing your regional routes makes things a lot easier. Someone else taking another death. What the heck?
Didn't get the perfect down throw there, had to do a readjustment.
Yeah, very clean APC route from BP. The last 2 means he gets being the 8-bit and this one right outside the fuzzy swamp. Somedas struggling a lot in Wooden Cake.
And if he did this correctly, he didn't get any checkpoints, and he should just go right back to the Odyssey.
Correct.
Yeah. Good routing. Good routing. That is hard, because yet again, there are checkpoints on your way to, like, there are checkpoints along the way that are in your path.
No, and the thing is, you can collect them, like, play it safe. Because obviously dying an APC loss would send you back to the Odyssey.
But he did a full APC loss without any checkpoints.
Oh yeah.
That is...
Literally straight out of the APC route.
Yes.
So.
Including the moon route.
Yep. Exactly the same. So BP already in Metro.
Yeah.
Somedas! What is happening?
He's in Deepwoods now, it's fine.
It obviously wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional, but now it is. Because, of course, that is every good bingo player's notion is. If you do something wrong, you adapt into your route. So,
I mean,
now he's doing his Deepwoods route, which, honestly, he probably was already because of the 3 captures down here that are very good.
If you're going to Metro and you only need 22, then definitely not probably worth. Wait, I just realized something about Somedas' route. He doesn't have the 90 built in. Like, he's not doing the square. I don't think. You know, I have no idea.
No, I see that now, yeah.
According to chat, Somedas falling in Deepwoods was intentional. I'm not sure if I believe that. But that's okay. So yeah, this looks like it's BP's game to win.
I mean, with the 3 ground pound moons and wooded as a square.
Oh yeah. You know what? I completely missed that. So that wasn't the route.
Yeah.
I completely missed that square. He literally rolled there after Pipeway. Alright. True. You got me. I honestly just didn't notice the 3 ground pound wooded square.
It's alright.
So, Somedas just leaving wooded, DP just finishing Mecha Wiggler. This is a big gap.
Yeah.
This is roughly, like, a 7-minute gap. Minimum. Huh.
Even if you take into consideration the differing routes that they're going for.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not even sure what Somedas is going for at this point. Like, I guess I know what he's going for. It
Yeah,
just doesn't
line
make a lot of
placed.
sense. Because, like, if he does C2, C3, row 1, he doesn't have the, things built in. I guess the 6 CPs could just be a red herring. I think he's still doing it more. But here's the thing, Marvel. He didn't YOLO it. He definitely practiced that.
Yeah, it's honestly just what BP has chosen to practice versus... Like, yeah, if he had dedicated the amount of time that he had spent to learning all the different routes that he's learned to be this good at bingo on any percent, yeah, he'd have a sub-hour. But he concentrated on bingo instead.
I don't think that's entirely true either, though.
Right. Yeah, I know. 80% equals dumb lost. C equals yes.
Neo flexing.
I mean, in theory, we see Somedas also going for APC right now.
I guess this is his APC in One Kingdom since he didn't do it in Cascade.
Yeah.
Really. Huh. Alright. like I said, this is pretty much BP's game to win.
Mhm.
In terms of, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what could possibly happen to turn this around. I can't think of anything.
At this point, not much. A lot of the time loss that I think of it is in a lot of runs, like, you know, normal races, it'd just be like the bosses, and we're pretty much past all that. So
I mean, BP didn't really fight any bosses besides Mecha Wiggler.
yeah,
That's ready.
that's the one. Also Bowser,
True.
lucky fall there for Somedas.
I mean, he landed on the stump. It's all good. He just needs to
Yeah,
climb
I
up and activate the slingshot.
He doesn't even actually have to climb up fully. He can just up throw at the end of his jump.
Would that collect all four?
I don't know.
Interesting. I don't
It
think
would
that
definitely,
would collect them.
it definitely collect at least 2.
It looks like BP's still on sub 50 pace as well. Which is pretty impressive for this route.
Yeah, so looking to get 26 moons in this kingdom.
He's
Wow.
about halfway down here. We'll probably leave Metro around the 47-minute mark, and then he'll go to Snow, do Snowdram, and call it a day.
Mhm.
That'll be it.
Yeah. So Somedas also with the same APC route, no checkpoints, falling to his death, and warping back to the Odyssey. Good job. See? APC, no checkpoints, is hard.
Troy's just
Wait,
trying
no,
to make
Klepto!
himself good.
Watch yourself with Klepto here. Okay,
Nah, it's not Klepto. He was fine. Somedas knew
Okay.
what he was doing. He was just doing the old meme tree without the tree.
It was just jumping on top of the cage that concerned me. I forgot whether or not that was within the Klepto stuff or not.
Yeah, that's like really old movement, but it makes sense to do it there because like he had to go trigger Klepto immediately, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't have to worry about going all the way around for the other moves. And dying again in the 2D section this time.
I would have grabbed that checkpoint if I were him.
Well, too late now. He's gonna have to do the whole movement that we just talked about. This quick movement to get back to Klepto.
Hey guys, it's like you rewinded the stream by like 30 seconds. Now we're just watching the same thing.
Except he
again.
did not activate Klepto because he doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to. He's still not grabbing it. Oh my goodness.
He's just being careful. He's just gonna take the moving platforms.
Alrighty then.
And there's the third death, this time intentional.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, I don't think there's anything Somedas can do to come back.
Not
from
at this
this
point, no. Dying twice and lost, definitely.
Unfortunately.
I mean, if it wasn't already cemented, it definitely is cemented now.
No, yeah.
Okay, so BP's got 4 more moons to go, and then going to Snow to do Snowdram.
APC loss is in card quotation.
That was Neo's quote, not any of ours.
We know. It's just
I know.
funny
I'm clarifying for everybody, not just us.
Fair. I think Somedas knows at this point that it's pretty much over.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
I
what he's
mean,
thinking.
I mean, BP just clicked the 26 metro squares, so that tells Somedas. Well, I'm screwed. That, you know, I mean, like, that was kind of my mindset, because, you know, obviously if your opponent's marking a square, the kingdom ahead of you, that pretty much means you're done.
Okay, and BP has finished out Metro. And over there, Somedas still in Night Metro, trying to get back up on this pole right now in the town hall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think in my race against Incars, I had some really unfortunate luck with the Goombas in City Hall. So silly.
Yep, and now it is time for Snowdram.
Yeah, that's all he has to do.
Strick's fun. I learned how to do Snowdram. Why? Don't ask why. I just felt like it. Like, that's the thing. People are like, why are you learning these things if, like, you're not going to save that much time in your 8% route? Shut up. I just want to do it. Like,
Yeah, you know, it's just fun.
yeah, exactly. People are like, I want to learn left side Cap Kingdom. It's like, but why though? I'm like, because I want to learn it.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, so BP messing up first try on it.
I mean, BP's got a lot of time to figure this out.
Yeah, so he was going for setup. Yeah, he's still going for setup. Okay. Gets it on the second try, and there is time for BP.
Alright. 47-24. Very nice, especially with the route that he used. Like, that route did not look pretty to do.
I'll get the double check from Marble then, that he got 20 moons from sub areas, because we are certainly not double checking that one.
Yeah, it's like the only one that, like, would even be in question on the card. Because we can let him do everything else. Pretty sure he's fine though, because in Sand he did Moai and Bullet Bill, in Lake he did KGCC, in Wooded he did Pipeway, and then in Metro I think he did, you know, 6 of the sub areas. The only one he didn't do was Under Siege. That would be 20.
So BP is desperate to talk to us, apparently.
Oh,
so he's getting in here very quickly. He's like, I need an interview after that. Let me talk to you guys.
You know, he's just gonna vent about some stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Whenever he wants to join on it.
Yeah, we're ready for you whenever, BP, if you want to just, you know. Oh, there he is. I'll just drag him in. I'm cool, like, oh no. Hey!
How's it going, BP?
I'm actually gonna wait for Somedas to finish. Okay, I should have waited. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Okay,
We're gonna wait.
sure.
I mean, you know, that's fair.
That's fair. That's gonna be like another 10-ish minutes.
I say 5.
Okay.
I say 5.
5?
10? Really, Troy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I know this stuff. I don't. He's got... I thought he had more to do in this kingdom. Or more to do after this. But no, he just has to get... He's just going for 26 moons, sun and sub areas. And he'll be in. Along with captures along the way.
Yeah. Not being able to talk to Bench Friend, he just wasn't close enough to him.
And meanwhile, BP and Neo are already scheduling finals in chat.
There you go. Being productive, get it over with. Yeah, I unfortunately won't be able to commentate finals.
No.
Very unfortunate.
I'm gonna try.
I didn't realize my cousin's wedding was this weekend. I thought it was next weekend.
Okay.
So I'll be doing that.
Weddings in this climate. Yay!
Hell yeah. You know, it's just like small gatherings at this point, but it's all good.
But yeah, I guess you're just gonna have like family members probably.
Pretty much, yeah.
Barring any long travel. Oh yeah, that's very true. For people who don't know, that SG Live thing that's been popping up in the chat every once in a while, this category is gonna be at SG Live. Not as one of the main ones, but it is still a side thing that is happening as well. Side tournament, and it's still gonna be there, and it's gonna be good. And so yes, there'll be more opportunities to watch bingo.
Whatever.
What?
Won't actually be in person, obviously, due to...
No. Yeah. Current climate, as we were saying before. But it's still existing.
Oh yeah. It'll be fun. I'm definitely pretty excited for that.
Yeah. Because that one will also be for money.
Yeah, that one is the real tournament.
That one has money involved.
Yeah, you know, like, forget this, you know, like, this one is just, you get bragging rights, but for the other one, you actually win something.
You get money.
Oh my goodness. Good, I need redemption. Same, Dre. I feel that redemption arc coming.
You see, and this is what I like. Marathons that involve the participants getting paid. That is what I like to see. Because that makes sense. Look, I don't mean to bag on like charity marathons and stuff. I love them, they're great, but we're doing this. Like, yeah, we're doing this. If you want, like, honestly, I've wanted for the longest time, like, I want a marathon to exist that the money that is being paid is going to the runners, which is the weirdest selfish thing ever. Yes, keep charity things going, but like,
I mean, at least like a percentage of it.
Yeah, like, come on.
Even like the smallest percentage would be reasonable for that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, even if it was like 10%, like, that's still a sizable margin for the runners, considering how much money is, donated at the events.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've completely.
Because as it stands right now,
as
it stands right now, we've got random people who knows what jobs they've got, who might not be full-time streamers, paying for travels, hotels, and the event itself.
That is very true.
Like, just my soapbox.
No, I mean, like, yeah, like, you do make a good point. With the amount of money that's donated at those events, you would think a small percentage would go towards the runners making the event happen.
Yeah.
Like I say, even like something like 10% would be reasonable.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about organizers, I'm talking about the runners. The people who are entertaining you for all of those hours.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, without the runners, the event doesn't happen.
Yep.
You know, I mean, like, that's why I said the people
Yeah.
that
So
make
anyway,
the
yeah,
event.
a marathon which involves tournaments with cash prizes. Thank you. That's good. I'll take that. Okay, while we're talking, Somedas has 2 more moons to get.
Yep. BP showing off the recent clip that was found that I guess is realistically only faster for, like, BTT Darker Side. Because it's not exactly super consistent. Like, if you get that first try, I think it's literally saving, like, less than a second. Huh. Maybe you were closer to your 10-minute guess. I haven't exactly been watching the execution there, but... Alrighty. 56-44.
Yeah, okay.
GG to both of the runners.
And now I'll drag
Let's put
BP
them
in.
in for some interviews.
BP, he's done now.
Hey, okay.
So, tell us what you were thinking throughout each of the races.
Oh my god. You have no idea how much I was beating myself up, like, mentally, after I selected Cloud and didn't even notice. I don't know what happened. That's literally the first time I've ever selected the wrong kingdom in a bingo. I'm not even exaggerating.
No, yeah, and I 100% agree with your mental pain there. That is quite the mistake to make. Pulling this into an unnecessary game for you.
I couldn't hear you for that last part, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on mobile because Discord just tanked on my PC.
I heard.
Uh,
That's rough.
yeah. So, you know, you weren't the only one having a rough time. But, yeah, basically I was, saying, mentally, yeah, I understand that pain, you know, dragging this into pretty much an unnecessary game for you. But you
100% unnecessary, dude.
But you still pulled through, and that's the important part.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, like, you played this last one pretty well.
this card looked miserable at first, and then I'm like, how can I make this more bearable? And then I'm like, okay, this snow finish doesn't look too bad. And then I found another line from my original snow finish while I was fighting, while I was collecting the first moon. I'm like, okay, I think the all purples and 2 kingdoms is worth it here.
Yeah, personally, the route that I would have picked here was the bottom right triangle, the row 5, C1, and TLBR.
Bottom
It
right
adds-
triangle.
Yeah, it adds up perfectly to 90 moons, and realistically, you're only doing more in Seaside and Cascade.
Yeah, well, World Peace Sand. Bottom right triangle.
No. Bottom right as in row 5, C1, TLBR.
Bottom left triangle.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Bottom left.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing wrong with that is the cap backtrack.
I mean, you were almost going to have to do that
And that-
anyway. It being the center
True.
square makes it pretty hard to skip.
What are your other moons?
I mean, it adds up to 90, because
Does?
you're getting 15 Cascade, and then the 6
That's
GPs.
10 extra. Oh, the 6 GPs. Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Well, wait. Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. And you still get the synergy doing both all regional coins in 1 and 2 kingdoms, and costume sets, purchase hats, like, easy.
hmm I can
3
see that.
timer,
for sure.
again, not bad at all. 1 warp painting, simple.
I just tried to like stay out of the way of going for the 6 round pounds in Seaside and the 14 in Cascade, although I got 10 in Cascade anyway, so that wasn't the greatest play.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think the 10 helped toward your 90 total since it wasn't
Yeah.
built into your round.
I was
So it
pretty
kinda
sure.
works.
You might have noticed I was pretty sure I could skip the treasure chest moon at the end of Cascade, so I kind of went up top before going back down and getting it just to be safe. But yeah, I ended
Yeah,
up with
I
91.
know.
So didn't lose too much time though. I got chest clip.
Did Somedas get the link, or is he just not joining us? What's going on?
I don't know. Yeah, this board was a real doozy.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the tougher boards of the tourney. Very,
Mhm.
very difficult to dissect.
Yeah. So what you were saying in chat, BP, what about you wanting an interview? Was that about game 2 or?
Oh my
something
god,
about
yes.
here?
100%
Of course
game
it was
2,
about game
dude.
two.
I was
Okay.
so stressed out. Oh, jeez. I
I
should
mean,
not.
game 2 is
This
bad
this
for us
round.
as well, though. Well, for
Game
me,
3
anyway.
shouldn't have happened. And I should have gotten a 38 on the first board.
You mean the second?
Yeah, second.
Yeah.
That board was pretty good. I didn't like how many moons you had to get in the world piece wooded, but like that was a really nice wooded finish.
Okay, I'm gonna undone Somedas just so I can play Somedas' audio because he's about to go this.
Hey,
But other than that,
Okay.
we keep talking. We're gonna have his game audio going because he wants to win the best.
Yeah.
I'll message him on Discord. Oh wait, he's in the setup room for an interview.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Never mind, disabling his audio. I heard it. I heard microphone stuff. Damn
Okay.
it.
Alright, well, whenever he's ready, he can join us.
Mhm.
Thinking about game 1, I thought I just played pretty solidly overall. It wasn't anything special, but it wasn't a bad route or gameplay by me, I didn't think. So
Yeah, game 1 was definitely the most interesting of the 3 games. From a standpoint of it being close, you guys both picking diverse routes, and, you know, just the board being very fun to play. Like, that board looked fun to me.
And here I go, dragging people into chats again because I don't want to wait to type it in. So hi, Somedas. I brought you here now. Hi.
Yeah, hi. I am very exhausted from this last one, and you guys obviously saw that like I died like a few times in every single kingdom, and all the deaths were like super, like I got put back super far away.
A bit, yeah.
Like wooded, I died once, and it put me all the way back to the store, and I was like, my effort. Lost, I died twice by the 2D section, and it put me all
Yeah.
the way back to the Odyssey. Sand, I died so stupid. The one in Cascade, that one pissed me off the most.
Wait, what was the Cascade one? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The dino off the cliff. The dino off the cliff. Alright.
Yeah, in the dino, in the dino sub area.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well,
Well, I mean, playing 3 bingos in a row is very mentally draining.
yeah, I was
It takes a lot to play 3 of these in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Usually by the 3rd one, you're like, hi, can I stop?
A lot of brain power going on there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm glad I actually won 1, which was surprising. I thought I was gonna lose all 2. That's it. I'm glad I gave my
Yeah, game 2 was a little bit of a weird game for both of you because you selected Lake first. And I was like, oh, that's it. It's over. I don't think he can come back from it. And then BP with the accidental misclick for Cloud brought this to an unnecessary game 3. And while it was cool that we got a game 3, it wasn't cool on the way it happened.
Yeah, I did so bad, and it was so easy to route too. That was the most annoying part. It was very easy to route and stupid stuff. Other than Sandy. Glad I got so.
Well, if either of you don't have anything else to say, I guess we should probably wrap this up.
Well, I just want to say thanks for the good races, Somedas, and sorry I was so inept between the matches. I hope that wasn't too much of an inconvenience. I thought I unreadied, but I didn't before the second one, and I was in the bathroom just messing with the board ready smiley faces.
Yeah, the map. I forgot about that.
A funny mistake.
Yeah, so sorry about that, but yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
the races. Really good.
Yeah. And then after that, during game 2, I just got kicked out of the Discord call and couldn't even commentate for like half a game 2. Like,
Yep.
what
We are
the heck?
talking to Agron on his phone right now.
Yeah, I'm currently using mobile. Discord on PC was like, nope, that's it. It's not. It's still not working. By the way, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the channels in the chat. Follow everybody. We all worked hard. I mean, not necessarily myself right now. I have only been here for like a game, but everyone else has been very, very. I'm sure you guys seem pretty tired from these 3 games going on.
Shoutouts to Agron the Legend. Although you didn't hear him for the back half of game 2, commentating 3 matches solo for the first 2. Hell yeah, that's intense.
Yeah, good stuff.
My throat's alive, I reckon.
And thank you everyone for watching. All the matches. A lot of matches.
And we'll have more matches, which looks to be on a Sunday, according to what BP and Neo have figured out in chat a little bit.
And finals on Sunday. Do we have a time yet, or do we just know that it's on Sunday?
Just Sunday. Probably.
Okay. Probably on
Cool.
Sunday.
We'll just go with that for now. In
So
case
yeah,
something happens.
look for those finals of Triple Bingo for Super Mario Odyssey on Sunday.
But also on top of that, we will have the bronze match between Somedas and Az-Harkos
Oh,
That's true.
for 3rd place. And that will
Okay.
also be a best of 3, so...
Tons and tons of bingo.
and yeah, so if you're willing for you guys to do that one tomorrow, then we'll have a bronze match Saturday and first place match on Sunday.
Alright.
Good stuff. Cool. So thank you everybody for watching. Have a good night.
Before we go, follow our trackers. Dre33, I hate you. However, you were necessary for the second game. I'm just kidding. Thanks for tracking the match. I definitely didn't deserve the win on that one, so I appreciate you catching the mistake, although it was really frustrating for me. So,
Yes,
thank you.
please
Thanks to
follow
all
the
runners as
trackers.
well.
Yeah.
Please follow the trackers.
Marble Runner also being very-
incredibly... Yeah, it is incredibly difficult to track triple bingo, especially at the start when they have no idea what routes the runners are going for.
Mhm.
It's kind of crazy.
And then once you figure out the route, you got all these things. They had to tally up sub areas. They had to tally up captures for people. Not necessarily
Okay,
even
give them-
tallying it up. Somedas actually had, I believe, just open the menu, and because he opened the menu, showed his captures. Marble was like, okay, cool, he's got the captures.
hard
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Dre, I refuse to tally captures.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm totally with Dre on that one. Like, it's a menu in the game. It doesn't take long for the runner to just pull up the list.
Yeah. Alright.
That's it for me.
Alright?
Bye. Thank you for watching.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye, guys.